welcome on into another episode of Getting Wild with Terry and Friends. That sports guy in our private chat is like, this is new. Yep, we have a opening video now.
No complaints for me. I was thrown off. I heard music. I thought I was back in Vegas for a second here.
No. I just thought that we needed a opening video here. Nathan with the first comment. Mike says Oilers puck line. And Mom Who Bets, first emoji. All right. Small 2-game slate. Weapon X will be joining us around 5 as usual. So we'll try to talk enough so that we're still on when he's here. I'll jump in the first game. We'll just jump right into the first game here. Washington is in Edmonton, plus 115 for Washington, minus 135 for the Oilers. Washington 5-3 in their last 8, 4 over, 4 under. Edmonton 2-5-1 in their last 8, 5 over, 3 under. Washington 17-7-4 on the road. Edmonton 14-12-0 at home. The Oilers 4-2 in the last 6 at home versus Washington. Washington has a slight goals for advantage here. Has a big goals against average, goals against advantage. Goals for is for the Oilers. Power play is for the Oilers. Penalty kill advantage for Washington. For me here, I'll read the 3 little write-ups there I have. I'm not on a total cider total in this. It was really tough to come up with something. But I do like props. Ovechkin has goals in 3 straight games. He is scoring right now. Backstrom has an assist in 4 of his last 5 games. And Darnell Nurse for the Oilers has an assist in 3 of his last 4. Ovechkin, I got to score at plus 130. Backstrom to get an assist at plus 110. And both of those half units. And then a quarter unit on Nurse to get an assist at plus 160. That's where I went with this game. I can't pick a side. I can't. Like, looking at it, and I'm trying to say what side I would lean. But honestly, I can't pick a side here. If I had to go with the total, I'd probably lean with the under, but I don't like that either. So for me, it's props. I'll go with the props here. That's Sports Guy. Welcome back. Capitals, Oilers. What do you think here?
Yeah, so for me here, I'm going to take a shot with the plus money on the Caps. I'm going to go a full unit on the money line, plus 115. For me, it's kind of just looking at the trend of play. I mean, Washington, in terms of expected goals, they've 8-1 record in the expected goal battle in last 9 games. And if you look at this Edmonton team, one sec, let me switch to that tab here. They got a 1-6 record in their last 7 games in terms of expected goals, where they've given up well over 3 expected goals in a lot of those games. And then if you look at the goaltending matchup tonight, I know Samsonov has not looked great at all as of late, but I mean, I don't really think Koskinen has looked great either. He did have that shutout against the Flyers, but 3 goals against the Flames, 4 against the Blackhawks there, 3 against the Panthers, 3 against the Wild, 2 against the Jets, 3 against Washington last time out. So I mean, he can be beat. Both goalies can be beat. So it would be a lean towards the over. But as you guys know, I don't really take totals at 6.5. So I'm just gonna stick with the team with plus money here. I know the Caps have not been too great on back-to-backs, but I mean, going from Edmonton to Calgary really isn't too much travel. So I mean, I'm not really scared of the back-to-back here. The Capitals are 6-3-1 in their last 10 head-to-head against the Oilers. The Oilers did win last time when they went out to Washington, I think, so it is a little bit of a revenge spot technically as well. So just give me the team with plus money. I'll go full unit on the money line, and you probably will see me take a half unit on the Caps minus 1.5 at plus 250.
All right. Vito, Capitals and Oilers. What do you think here?
Can you hear me well?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, all right. Well, I got different take a little bit on this game. Well, yeah, Caps played a great game yesterday, and Caps have started to play actually a better game lately, and that's about the time, I mean, because Columbus was kind of starting to chase them, for that playoff spot. So yeah, the Caps have picked up their game. Beating Calgary yesterday was very, very nice. Yeah, by the expected goals, well, they didn't win, but that was Calgary, so that's okay. And you see, I think this is in the second half of the season, and now we are getting at the end of the regular games. I think these back-to-backs will start to matter. It will be fatigue, and also this whole COVID thing which was going. The players might be not in their best shapes, maybe. So I think these back-to-backs will start to matter. We also have seen back-to-backs actually. I think some teams now we can see they're not skating so fast and they're not so fresh. So I expect Oilers here to get the business done. So my bet in this game is I have taken Oilers on the money line. I got a little bit better price than it's now. But well, yeah, that I have Oilers in the money line, and that's my split bet. I have Oilers money line and a puck line on Oilers as well. I have split it down in two halves. That's my take in this game. Yeah, from the Oilers' perspective, I mean they have lost. I think like they came home from that road trip. They lost at home against Montreal, which was terrible, horrible, how else you want to call it. They went to the neighborhood and play against Calgary. They lost there. That was a short trip. I mean, they're back home again, so they've been home. This is the game which I expect Oilers to win. I know they beat as well Capitals back in Washington, but I just think situationally this will this Oilers will sweep Washington this year, so they will just play two times, right? So I think Oilers should play in this game. Give me Oilers money line and puck line split.
All right. Occupancy, Capitals and Oilers. What do you think here?
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for putting it all together, Terry. Really appreciate it. Wow, what a card last night. Like I'm still kind of buzzing from all those games. But we got some good ones tonight as well. And I've been looking around here and listening to both sides. And before I go and take a side on who I think is going to win the game, because I do like to watch it. Live betting went way better last night than my pregame bets, like unbelievably so. So I gotta look into that. But I'm taking an angle on this one, and there's this guy on the Capitals line, Lars Eller. The guy shows up, does what he's got to do day in, day out. The last 3 games, he's put up 5 shots. He's got a -2. He's getting 14 minutes on the ice. He's winning faceoffs. Like he's really doing what he's supposed to be doing. So I can get +100 for him to have 2 shots on goal. I mean, come on, like this guy's on a road trip. He's fucking focused, like straight up. Like this guy's get 2 shots. Like, come on, man. He's a professional out here. Anyway, that's one angle I'm looking at. And you know what? When it comes to scoring, we both know that these teams can put the puck in the net. But one thing, I did this yesterday and it worked. I bet the Florida first period money line, and they came out strong, and kind of similar situation, right? Caps on the road coming off a win. Florida was on the road coming off a big win in Buffalo, I believe. And they came out to the other home team and kind of put on, lit the lamp, as they say. So when I'm looking at that, what I might do is wait to pick a side for the whole game. Watch what, we're fortunate now. We have live betting. Literally, like the markets are here to us now. So like you could watch a game, see if they're playing D, if they're not. A ton of people are ripping on the Oilers now, but they do need the win. They're cutting it close to no turning back point, right? Like they 3 in a row not getting the point. I mean, they got to get the point. So see it possibly go into overtime. But what I will put a play on, I think, is the is the Capitals in the first period. I can see it happening. Take a stab at it, and also I got that Lars Eller thing, and looking at Kyle Yamamoto to get 2 shots. I mean, this is kind of what the situation's doing over here now. These are the way I'm looking, and it should be a good game, right? I mean, this is good hockey. Should be good hockey. Also leaning with the over. So, quick couple minutes into the game, get that line back down to an honest price, and that's what I'm going to be for this one.
All right. We have another guest. Nobody knows that guest's identity because of the banner there. So it's totally a secret. I'll take away the banner. It's Melissa Cunningham.
I'm a secret today. Hey, Terry. I'm glad I got to sneak on here.
Yeah, that's awesome. You're busy walking the dog, but
I am, but I can talk
awesome.
Hockey anytime with you.
Capitals Oilers, what do you think here?
I think that this is an excellent situation for the Oilers, especially getting them priced at -135. I even think last night this is a line that I keep looking at, and everything in me is saying bet the Oilers because this is the perfect situation, catching the Capitals off of a back-to-back. I just don't know if I can do it, Terry. So I'm hoping you guys can help me figure out if this is the right move or not.
All right. Well, I'm only on props. Vito likes the Oilers. That sports guy likes the Capitals. Occupancy likes props too. Did you pick a side?
I do actually like a Tom Wilson goal scoring prop tonight too. He's been getting more involved, and I think there's great value on that. So that's what I'm personally going to be on the side. Just a goal scoring prop for my boy Wilson.
All right. Mom Who Bets wants to know if Carter has a pick of the day for today.
Carter actually likes to pick dogs. So yesterday his pick of the day was the Flyers, which actually was a huge win for him. So I would say his pick of the day probably is going to just be to sit out, just because I'm not leaning towards a dog. Maybe we'll throw in Montreal, but we'll let him sit out tonight.
All right. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we have one more game here, but I'm quickly gonna, as Mom Who Bets suggested, throw in my AHL bets here for tonight. Chicago Wolves money line, Utica Comets money line, Stockton Heat money line, and Ontario in regulation, which is -115. So these teams are my go-to. The Wolves are 7-0 versus their opponent they're facing tonight. Utica is 6-0-1, I believe, versus who they're facing. And Stockton, Ontario are just great teams. So I don't have any stats or anything written up for it, but that is my AHL picks for tonight. And we'll move on along here to the second game, final game of the night. I don't know what the NHL scheduler is smoking, but I think. Sorry?
I said, get me some of that.
Yeah, I think he could have done a much better job at scheduling here. We have 13 games tomorrow. We have 2 today, and we had 11 yesterday. I could have split it up a little bit, but I guess not. So there's my little rant about the scheduler. I'll bring up the stats here. Montreal, 7-1 in their last 8 games, 4 over, 4 under. 3 out of 8 went to overtime. The Canucks, 7-2 in their last 9, 8 straight overs for the Canucks, and 1 out of 9 games went to overtime. Montreal, 7-17-6 on the road. Vancouver, 12-10-3 at home. Montreal, 7-2 in their last 9 trips to Vancouver, 4 over, 4 under, 1 landed on 6. 2 out of 9 games went overtime. When you look at a goals for, Canucks have the edge here. Goals against, Canucks have a huge edge here. Penalty kill, the Canucks are pretty bad. Montreal not too good either, but better than the Canucks. And the Canucks have a power play advantage here. Thatcher Demko is confirmed. Montreal has not confirmed their goalie yet, but it will most 99% will be Samuel Montembeault. Suzuki assists in 6 of his last 7 games. Caulfield assists in 6 of his last 7 games. So both these players are assisting right now. So you can probably guess where I'm going. Caulfield over half an assist at plus 160. Suzuki over half an assist plus 120. I also went with Horvat to get an assist at plus 160. Canadians money line plus 185, and a quarter unit on the draw at plus 375 for this one. I think this is going to be the game of the night, surprisingly. You would think Washington, Edmonton, but I think this game is going to be really good. I think it's going to be a close game. I would not talk anybody off the over as well. The Canucks games are soaring over. I'm going to stick with these 3 props in the Canadians money line. I think they win something like 4-3 in overtime would be my guess. That's Sports Guy, our resident Canucks fan. What do you think here, Canadians and Canucks?
I don't know. As it sits, I have nothing in this game. I think the price on the Canucks is absolutely ridiculous. I don't see how you put this team at minus 220 right now. Sure, they're on a roll, like you said, 7-2 in their last 9. The Habs are on a roll as well, 7-1 in their last 8. Obviously, we know before the stretch for the Habs, they had that huge losing streak. But for me, I don't know. I think I'm priced off taking Vancouver. In regulation is minus 145. That's not really appealing either. A total is now 6.5 at even money. I think it's a lean towards the under for me. I know Vancouver has been soaring over as of late, but that's generally been because if you look when Demko's played at home, it's been the Canucks have been scoring and they've been driving that over for the most part. So I don't know if I'll end up playing this game. I think I'm kind of priced off of it in terms of a side, and then I think I'm also off of it at the total, sitting at 6.5. I'll give it some more thought. Kind of, we have some time before the game, but I don't know. I don't really know where I want to go with this game. I think if you're looking just at the price, then Montreal has to be your play, sitting at plus 180. Obviously, for a team that's been playing well, it's a great price. But for myself personally, I think I might just end up going towards props in this game, or look at it live and kind of see how the Nucks are playing and go from there.
All right. Mamu Bet says she thinks Carter's lean on the Habs will hit. Nathan, Habs props are juicy tonight. I totally agree with that for sure. Eddie has Josh Anderson anytime goal plus 230. Like Nathan said, the Habs props are juicy with such a big underdog. Tim says Sabres money line. Heads up, that will be one of my free pick videos that I'm going to do tonight. There's 13 games tomorrow, so I'm going to do a few free pick videos. Maybe try to get a couple guests on with me as well. The Sabres game will be a game I choose, and I'll give a little preview. It's Jack Eichel's return to Buffalo. So I'm going to be doing a free pick video on that, as I will have some picks for that. Melissa, I know you're on your walk. Do you want to talk now, or do you want what do you got?
Yeah, I can talk now.
Okay.
For this game, I'm just going to stick with the total. I agree with that, Sports Guy. I mean, the Canucks should not be priced where they are. I would also caution people who are doing a lot of parlays this evening to be careful adding the Canucks into your parlays, because this is a situational spot where the Canadians, can go ahead and just crush your dreams on that last leg that you need. I personally am on over 6. I do think that we are going to get a lot of goals, especially, when you got a 6, you need contributions from both sides. And I don't think we're going to get, just goals from the Canucks. We're going to see it from the Canadians. I think, Terry, your best bet the last Canadians game was the old reliable Habs over 2.5 goals, if I remember correctly. I looked earlier, it was minus 105. I think it's moved a little bit to minus 115, but that's also a decent look if you think, maybe the Canucks are going to win this 1-4-3. you don't necessarily want to take a side. You could see that the Habs are going to get over 2.5 goals. So I see a lot of value in that too tonight. But the over 6 actually is going to be my best bet. I did sneak that in last night when it was at a 6. So I wouldn't talk anybody out of a 6.5. But just personally, I'll be on the 6 tonight.
Okay, so you're going to give in your best bet.
Yeah, that's actually my only bet of the evening so far, unless I decide that I want pain and I want to bet the Oilers, but I haven't decided yet.
All right, so Montreal, Vancouver over 6. Let me see what current price that is.
I got it at minus 120. It was on BetMGM. For some odd reason, that price was there about an hour and a half ago too. So sometimes when you shop around, you can get some better pricing. I was shocked to see that.
I got the same.
6.5 minus 110 on my book.
I have 6 at minus 130 currently.
Okay. So do you want that, Melissa?
That's just on Bovada, though. I don't have MGM to check any of those, but you can get a 6 within our rules below minus 150.
All right.
I can break the rules, right, Terry, so I can beat that sports guy tonight because he leans under. So we're going head to head.
Yeah, of course.
I don't like that game. I don't like any of these games. That Habs team total is a great look, minus 120 right now. That might actually be a bet for me now. Shit. Thanks for pointing that out.
You are welcome.
Yes. Before I go on to the other guests on this game, Melissa, do you have a best parlay piece or no?
I would just. Oh gosh.
You could go Montreal, Vancouver.
Yeah, just do Montreal over 2.5 goals.
Montreal team total over 2.5. Okay.
Yeah, I like that. I'll probably add that to my card too.
All right, sounds good. If are you staying on or do you have to go?
No, I'll stay on. I'll listen to what everyone else has to say.
Awesome. Occupancy, Canadiens and Canucks. What do you think here?
Yeah, I'll go off the bat and just say right off. This is a game where local markets know this game really well. I didn't grow up anywhere near these teams really, so I'll just start with that. But from my perspective and the teams that I know and like, and I watch a game of hockey, the Canucks need the points and they're in better form. They've won 4 out of the last 5 at home against Montreal Canadiens. Oh, I don't understand why everyone's on the Canadiens. I don't. Demko, that guy starts that if he see Carter Hart in the game yesterday, not letting up any rebounds. Did anyone? I don't know if anyone saw that. Like, just something like when it's happening. And my point is, Demko was doing it. Demko was doing it a couple weeks ago. Yeah, he's colder now, but he was like that. You get him on that kind of night, it's a Canucks puck line kind of night, or reg line to, But at the same time, that is the way I'm looking here. So I got my guys that I'll list off, but that's where my head's at going into this game. I'm landing on Mike Hoffman for 3 shots. And that's what, when I look at all this that's kind of where I end up. That's really like that's my take. I got Poling for 2 shots, Suzuki for 3, Anderson for a point. I did put money on JT Miller last weekend to have 3 shots, which he didn't. He scored a goal. So I'm kind of seeing, like, if you are going to pick a player, probably got to go shots, points, goals. Like, you kind of probably do have to cover the board with it. So yeah, I mean, realistically, I'll go with Hoffman, Miller, And honestly, between like Poling and Anderson, that's where I'm at for this game. That's it for me here.
All right, yeah, you like your shot props, but it's good. It brings something different. For me, I only dabble on them a little bit myself. Okay, Vito, what do you think here, Canadians and Canucks?
Yeah, both teams are pretty rested, you see, with a 3-day rest, I think, or even 4-day. So for the winner, I think, well, Canadians just now won very two great teams. I mean, Alberta, Calgary, and Oilers. So, I mean, I think they understand that they are pretty good teams if they can beat those both teams. It's not easy. So, don't know how easy it's going to be against the Nucks, because Nucks also need the points. Yeah, and Oku Pansy mentioned it's going to be Demko. So, I think it's hard to go here on the side. I think, yeah, just to play the price here and go with Canadians, it's also, I kind of think, well, yeah, it's maybe a right play, but I'm not doing that, and I'm also not taking Vancouver because just the value is not there for me. It was a little maybe before it was like, I think 2 even. It opened at 2 in my book like a few days ago. That's when I maybe needed to take it. But yeah, now it's no value for me here. From the player props, I think definitely you can watch on Josh Anderson today. Watch for his point, or I don't know, shots, because last time these teams played, he had 6 shots on the net, and he just now playing also well on the top line with Caulfield, right, and Suzuki. So those guys are rolling. I think Anderson is the hot point here today to target in a Canadian team, and that would be the end.
All right, that's Sports Guy. You said you have something you want to add for this? Canadians, Canucks.
Yeah, I was just looking at some more prices here, and I am taking Cole Caulfield just to record a point at -125. I think that's great value. Not an assist, not a goal, just a point at -125.
All right. Yeah, he has been getting assists. He has been
That might
scoring.
be my best bet. I'm not
All
sure. I gotta see the standings and see where I am relative to Vito now. I know this guy's officially passed me on the board. So
yep,
standings
standings will come up in 1 second here.
That's what happens when you go to Vegas for 3 days. People catch you.
Yeah, you didn't fall. Why does it say Mike Smith DraftKings? I'm not sure.
The books and all that stuff are slow. So Mike's they all have Mike Smith in, so they haven't updated it.
Yeah, they must be wrong. If you're looking for goalie confirmation sites, I use Goalie Post. I do use Daily Face Off as well.
Yeah, that's usually where I go.
But I trust Goalie Post the most when it comes to that. No problem. We'll move on to one of our new segments, Dog of the Day. The dogs are barking here. Small slate. So I will bring up the stats here too. Currently, Dog of the Day, Weapon X 1-0, Tim 1-0, Pickett 1-0, Vito and Occupancy 1-1, Car God 1-1, and me and Nick are 0-2. So currently not the best start here for me and Dog of the Day, but a new segment. Obviously, as I said before, the Dog of the Day and over-under is completely optional. People don't have one. They don't have to give one. I am going to go with Montreal here as my Dog of the Day. Hopefully I don't go 0-3, but I think the Habs are live here. So Habs moneyline, Montreal moneyline will be my Dog of the Day.
I feel like for Dog of the Day, you should include odds. I mean, the bigger the dog, the better, no?
Yeah, but including odds makes things.
It's a lot of work as well.
Yeah, it adds a lot more work for me. So
all right, fair enough.
But yeah, it's totally optional. So if you don't have a dog, no problem. We'll go to that sports guy first. Is there a dog you like? I know you kind of like Washington, right?
Yeah, but enough to risk an 0-1 start. You know what? There's enough games tomorrow where I'll find a dog. Sure, let's go with the Caps. Lock it in.
So you was not sure at the first, yeah?
All right. Toller is here. I'll bring him in as well. You can't really see him because he's on the side here. Welcome in, Toller. We are on the Dog of the Day segment. So do you have a Dog of the Day today or no? Are you there? Oh, he's gone. Okay, he's gone. He might be coming back here. Occupancy. Do you have a Dog of the Day? Oh, you're muted.
Oh, my bad. No, I do. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to bet my dog of the day, right? And if both of those are part of it, you know, then I'm going to go with form. Just go Washington money line.
All right. Totally optional. You don't have to give one, but if you want to, you definitely can. Weapon X is not here. Toller, welcome in.
Sorry for being late.
Yeah, no worries. Do you have a Dog of the Day today?
I'm gonna go with who's got Capital, Washington as well, because I think Demko's gonna be fine tonight.
All right. Vito, do you have a Dog of the Day?
Not really.
No? Yep, no problem. Melissa, do you want to give a Dog of the Day or no?
No, not today. I'm personally not betting Habs or Caps on the side, so I'm going to sit that one out.
No problem. Over or under. Here, people want, they just pick an over or an under. Currently, Car God, Vito, Weapon X, and myself are all 2-0. Tim 1-0. Occupancy 1-1. Nick 0-2. I don't have an over-under today. I don't like the overs. I don't like the totals enough to give one. So no over-under for me today. That's Sports Guy. Do you have an over-under?
Nah, I'm out. Both games sitting at 6.5. I don't mess around with those. So
no worries. Occupancy.
Yeah, sign me up for the Montreal over. That's fine.
Montreal / Vancouver over, which I believe is 6.
They do have it at 6.5, but I don't know what it originally came out at.
The line I see right now is 6.5 even money. If you go into
Terry,
alternate total,
Terry, I'm fine with 6.5 here. I really am.
Well, over 6 is -125 at my book. So
whatever. I mean, either one on this one. We know what these games end up like.
I'll give you the over 6 because that's what it's at on my book.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Toller, do you have a total over under?
I'm not gonna play one tonight. Too small of a slate for me.
Melissa?
Yeah, give me that over 6 in the Habs game.
All right.
Terry, you got to give Melissa 5 cents better if your book's showing -125 for her best bet.
Oh, yeah. True. Well, yeah, you guys said -130, and I didn't even look at my book. And it's -125. So there you go. All right. And Vito, actually, sorry, do you have an over-under?
Yeah, give me over in Edmonton Oilers. 5-2 Oilers.
Whoa.
All right, watching it.
But I'm not betting the over. This is just from the gamble perspective. For my, I'm not betting this over. This is just for the show.
That's totally fine. All right.
Vito, you're going to make me want to add in Oilers regulation now that you just said that. Why you got to do that?
I have to tell the right things about the team I'm on, you know. Everything starts from here.
Too many bets. I just like the best bet, best parlay piece better. Yeah, I totally get that. I just thought it would be fun to add in the dog of the day over under. Some people have said that it's tough to pick one best bet. People will pick multiple bets. They'll pick one best bet and they'll go 7-2, and the best bet happens to be the loser. So I brought in the optional ones here. Yotes yesterday, maybe, yeah. Rich, welcome in. Okay, so best bet and best parlay piece, the final segment here. I guess Weapon X is not joining us today, but that's totally fine. I'll bring up the standings here. Vito is in first in best bets, 6.15 units up. That's Sports Guy, 0.85 behind. Parlay pieces, we're almost all in the green. Melissa the blue. Cargod is in the red there.
Undefeated.
Yeah, Toller is 4-0 in parlay pieces there. So let's see if we can keep it going today. We'll start with we'll start with you, Toller. Best bet. What do you think?
Best bet, Canucks in reg.
Vancouver in reg. All right. And that, I'll let you know, my book is minus 140. I don't know if it's better anywhere else.
I haven't been able to look. I just got home.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Vancouver and reg. Parlay piece.
I'm going to go with Capitals plus 2.5 if it's in the range.
Yeah, let's see.
I don't think that's in the range.
Yeah.
There's no range for parlay piece, I thought.
Actually, yeah, there's no range for the parlay piece.
Yeah, minus 500. That's okay, I guess. Well, parlay piece, parlay piece, if someone did if you did plus 3.5, I'd say no, because that's plus 1,000 something. But yeah,
It's
that's
the book opposite.
Washington 2.5 is good. Vito, best bet.
Best bet?
Yep.
Oh, Edmonton. Oilers. What to do? Have to do with Oilers, man. Let's go, Draisaitl, McDavid. Yeah. And I mean, Koski was great the last game. I know he made some stupid mistakes against the Hawks, I think, right? But Koski still has found his game. So a big Finnish guy in the net, I think he can go on the smaller run. So give me this Oilers.
Ooh, somebody saw my.
But I don't know what's the price now. I need to know what's the money line's price and
Minus
what's the regulation
135 on the money line, plus 180 on the puck line, and in regulation, plus 105. I'm seeing.
price. Plus
So you can take
105.
money line if you want, Vito. Or you can take the reg for the plus money. It's totally up to you.
Whatever this guy picks is kind of dependent on what I'm picking here, or other way around. My pick is dependent on his pick here.
Nick Izzo said he saw my parlay piece for minus 425.
It's gonna be a head-to-head, man. Head-to-head battle, yes. Oh, I'm gonna go with Oilers. Well, if it goes to the overtime, I have to have this on the money line, man. Otherwise, it's no fun. So give me money line.
All right, and that's minus 135. And parlay piece.
Parlay piece. Shit. Well, I don't know even, man. Give me that some Canucks over 2.5 goals, I guess.
Vancouver. Total over 2.5. All right. Occupancy.
Yeah, my best bet is Lars Eller over 1.5 shots at plus 100.
Over 1.5 shots.
Yeah.
Plus 100. Right, and parlay piece.
Washington plus 1.5.
You can go plus 2.5.
They got it at minus 425 on Nick Izzo's book, he said.
Nah, dude. No, I mean, what, are we talking? We're talking odds or what?
Yeah. So parlay piece odds don't matter, but if you're going with a minus 1,000, then that's not.
Give me
good.
Washington team total over 2.5.
Okay.
Shit, that's a.
Yeah,
The point of the parlay piece is to give somebody a winner they can add to their parlay. So it's just about getting the winner, basically.
A little booster.
Okay, Melissa has to. She did jump off. I'll go over hers after here. So that's Barsk guy. It's all on you now.
Well, I thought Vito might go with plus money, so I was going to take something with the Caps. But if he's taking the minus 135, I don't mind going with Cole Caulfield to record a point at minus 125. That gives me 10 cents to make up here if we both cash. So, I mean, I'll take it. And then best
What were the odds
parlay,
for that? Sorry?
minus 125.
But now I can change maybe.
No, I just took it, like just now.
Okay.
Yeah. And then my parlay piece is that Caps team total. If it was below minus 150, you might have even seen me max the shit out of that play today. But minus 165 is good enough for that parlay piece for me. Cashed it last night against the Flames. I think they get 3 tonight, no problem as well.
All right. Nice.
You know what's the problem? I thought he's gonna go with Caps. So what's the point for my money line now, man? You know why he's picking after me, man? I changed it to regulation, but okay, you know that's bad. That's bad note. So don't change it. You know,
You're in first place, so that's why he's picking on you, Vito. Everybody's going to be going after you because you're in first place. So you are the target. Everybody's targeting you. But that is the show. Thanks everybody for coming. Toller, I guess you just came in here at the end, so if you did want to give a quick
see you guys.
It's totally up to you.
It's okay. Y'all probably covered everything that I would have said anyway.
All right. Best of luck to everybody. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow with a huge 13-game slate. Best of luck, guys. See ya.
Thanks.